Welcome to the 2021 DBA Design Effectiveness Awards. Live online for the second year now. I'm delighted to see so many of you here, both to celebrate with this year's winners and to listen to and be inspired by the stories of design transforming business, improving society and enhancing lives. Over the past year, we've seen how design can solve the hardest of challenges, and that success should be recognised. So over the next hour and a quarter, we're going to be announcing the winners of this year's DBA Design Effectiveness Awards and celebrating the true power of design. I hope you've joined up with your teams across other channels so that you can toast your success together. And I'm sure some of you will be physically together again now, watching and celebrating your fantastic achievements in person. We'll be asking some of you questions about your case study, and we'll be featuring some pre-recorded films to give you a feel of what it means to be a Design Effectiveness Award winner. This time last year, we were novices in the handling of a world pandemic. What we've seen is a myriad of interventions from different governments as they deliberated and decided on what they thought was the best course of action given the context that they found themselves in. These decisions would have life and death implications. Predicting the course of a completely new disease just a few months after it had been first identified is incredibly difficult, and even the experts had to acknowledge the uncertainty and adapt their predictions as more data became available. Who were those experts? Well, we all know the word epidemiologists now, don't we, and statisticians. And even they substantially underestimated the true extent of the pandemic. But they were far more accurate than the non-expert, which is why we listen to them. We too would say that expert opinion is undoubtedly important in informing and advising those making, in the case of the awards today, business decisions. The cases in the DBA Design Effectiveness Awards show where design is able to shape business strategy and implementation. Most of what designers do doesn't have life and death implications, but it can have very serious implications on the future of a startup or an established business or a charity. The cost of getting design wrong could be fatal for a business, and that in turn has an impact on their employees and suppliers, their customers, the locality within which they sit, their ability to export. Great expert intuition and judgment in design is a feature of every case study you're going to hear about today. The data that the design experts have been given is what we would call a brief. It outlines the challenge being faced by the client, and when you hand that to a designer with the right field of experience, then good judgment follows. And if you select well, great judgment. The sort of judgment that delivers far in excess of the targets that were initially set. When the government announced its Build Back Better plan for growth, I asked myself, where does design fit into this plan? And the answer is in the better of those three words. We're going to need every ounce of imagination to design new retail experiences that reawaken our high streets. The government wants our towns and cities to be the engines of growth. And we all want to see our communities prosper, don't we? We're going to need every ounce of imagination to design products whose manufacturing processes meet tough new emission targets and support the government's commitment to transition to net zero. And we're going to need every ounce of imagination to design world-class services that keep our financial sector, for example, at the forefront of development, supporting the government's vision for a global Britain. What follows are 28 case studies that highlight how design is driving growth in businesses today. Some of the case studies help with the transition to net zero. Some of the case studies help firmly establish the global reputation of design to build back better. Some of those case studies have led to job creation. Some of the case studies have led to capital investment in plant and machinery. The government says that combining new approaches with our well-established strengths will deliver growth, and today I'm asking the design industry to embed itself in that strategy. Look to find new purpose in your productivity for others. Turn the power of your collective imagination to the toughest challenges And 2 or 3 years from now, we'll be seeing case studies that don't just up the game for the UK, but up the game for future generations whose livelihoods, whose quality of life depends on us getting this right. Enjoy the next hour or so. Really listen to the impact that you and your peers are having. It's our collective achievement that makes the creative industries a force to be reckoned with. Congratulations on making the cut today, and enjoy your win. Take time to celebrate and then tell the world what you've achieved. Because you're all here today and you recognise the power of the DBA Design Effectiveness Awards, I just wanted to remind you that they are rigorously judged by business leaders. Many have joined us today and can attest to the fact that winning a DBA Design Effectiveness Award really is tough. So first up, my congratulations to you all. Whether you take home a bronze, a silver or gold award, it's a fantastic achievement. This afternoon, we'll be celebrating powerful, wide-ranging examples of design that have had a tangible and measurable impact upon business success. This isn't a conventional award ceremony. Not only are we live online today, I'd far rather be seeing you in real life, but there are no categories. Just a fantastic mix of winners spanning all design disciplines and reaching across every industry sector. An important element of these awards is that each entry has been judged entirely on its own merits and is not compared against the others. It is the strength of your case that will see your work recognised and rewarded today with an award. Each success story can be viewed online after the ceremony. Bronze awards go to entries that conclusively prove design's contribution to the commercial or societal success of the work and have evidenced strong results. Silver awards are reserved for excellent examples of design effectiveness, which have provided impressive evidence. They prove the work exceeded expectations and led to significant results. And gold awards are for those really outstanding projects that have provided unquestionable and considerable evidence of exceptional results, creating powerful business or societal impact far exceeding expectations. Last, but certainly not least, we'll reveal the winner of the highly coveted Grand Prix. Judged by a panel of CEOs from leading businesses, this goes to the entry that the judges felt demonstrates the most significant and impressive evidence of design effectiveness. Before we begin, a bit of stage direction on the proceedings this afternoon. We'll be inviting some of you to the virtual stage to answer some questions today. I hope you've brushed up on your case study, as we'll be asking some of you to share a little more information about your work with the rest of us. Some of your stories will feature in films, which bring your stories to life, and we'll also be calling on some of you to tell us about the importance of effectiveness to your business. If there are any of you watching today that haven't entered before, who better to tell you why these awards are so important to the industry than the winners themselves? Please remember, if we come to you live, just hit the mute button on your colleagues on whichever channel they're on, and they'll be celebrating from, so that we can only hear you and we can't hear them. Clive Grenier, chair of our panel of judges, is here to talk to our gold winners today. Clive, join me briefly now.
Deborah, hello. How are you?
Lovely to see you. Thank you for joining us today. Clive, you chaired the judging panels expertly again this year. You've read every entry to the awards. What was your overall impression as chair?
Well, thank you, Deborah, and thanks for a fantastic introduction. You're right, these have been incredibly challenging times. But I think the thing that amazed myself and all the judges who took part this year was the standard of applications and quality of stories was stronger than ever. I don't quite know how that happened. The judges, as rigorous as they always are, they were able to identify those really compelling and inspiring stories that we showcase here at the Design Effectiveness Awards. And they also show why design, as we do look forward to new horizons, is absolutely vital to our future. This is an incredibly encouraging moment, I think, when we can be enthusiastic again about the power of design to build back better, exactly as you said. So I think this year is a celebration, really, of the courage that both designers and their clients and that fantastic collaboration. That achievement is amazing across all aspects of businesses. Again, a very good range of applications and stories this year. And finally, as it's my third year, I just want to say thank you for the DBA, because not only did we judge the awards, but you actually turned up with a hamper of every single one. So all of you out there, I have personally, and will continue to do so through the event, sampled your product. So thank you very much for that, DBA. But I'm really looking forward to cheering on the winners today who have achieved so much by design.
Clive, thank you very much. It's a pleasure to have you doing this. We know the level of commitment required, so we're really grateful to you. I'll see you again shortly. Now, for the rest of us, don't forget to follow the hashtag DBA DEA. We've got it on screen now, DBA DEA, Design Effectiveness Awards, and join in the conversation on Twitter. So we'll be tweeting all of the results live as they come through this afternoon. So get that onto your phones, computers, whatever. And now it's time to present our awards. Let's get straight to it. We start with Castle Fine Art's new website. By supporting customers to purchase art directly online, e-commerce revenue grew 165% in 2 years following the launch of the retail group's gallery's new website. Designed by Thursday, the website reflects the personalised service offered in Castle Fine Art's physical galleries. Where customers were previously reluctant to make high-value art purchases online, conversion rates rose 53% following the site's launch in 2018, and the average order value increased 30%. Beyond sales, the website has facilitated more effective ways of working, improved customer service, enabled data capture, and delivered admin cost savings. And it's won Castle Fine Art and Thursday a Bronze Award. Congratulations. Effectively embracing digital ahead of the wider art market made Castle Fine Art more resilient to the challenges presented by the pandemic. Thursday's May race tells us more in our first video of the afternoon.
Since the launch of their insight-led website and e-commerce platform, Castle Galleries have exceeded ambitious year-on-year targets for growth. They have improved their customer service, made operational efficiencies, and have access to stronger data for marketing and measurement. Design decisions led to a visual style and personalised experience that feels more like an online gallery than a shop. Functionality supports their customers' goals and reduces barriers around making a high-value transaction online. Considerations for the wider context means the website and platform integrates with all areas of the business. During the pandemic, Castle Galleries have proven their resilience due to the flexibility they now have. Galleries closed and the art consultants could rely on the website and e-commerce platform to continue their work. They took advantage of the demand for online art increasing and the market's prediction that the pandemic would kickstart a long-awaited industry-wide digital transformation. Despite the turbulent year since the website launched, the business is on track to exceed their original targets by 50%, with a 430% increase in turnover. The design effectiveness achieved has made a direct contribution to Castle Galleries' resilience and year-on-year success.
Fantastic, Thursday. Thank you very much for that. Great snapshot of what happened on that project. Our next winner, a limited edition gifting series for Johnny Walker Blue Label, doubled sales and cost 20% less to manufacture than Target, positively impacting profitability. Diageo and Butterfly Cannon's adaptable design system extended the reach of the whiskey brand's gifting programme. 12 markets around the world were able to participate, flexing the Rare Discoveries creative platform to their locality to produce a culturally relevant, market-specific gift pack, which was instantly recognisable as Blue Label. The striking designs provided high visibility in the cluttered gifting season, and annual sales grew 100%, double the 50% target. The cost savings achieved by the design system improved gross margin by 3 percentage points. And Diageo and Butterfly Cannon have won our first silver award today. Congratulations. Much loved Danish delicacy Lacrades by Bülow success was being eroded by cheaper copycat competitors. But following the launch of a differentiated new identity and pack design by Pearl Fisher, the gourmet licorice brand achieved a stunning 139% bottom line comeback. The business's turnover grew 16% year on year, compared to 2% growth seen across the category. And despite key airport trade drying up during the pandemic, international sales jumped from 53% of the business's turnover to 63%. The redesign enabled the brand to protect its premium price point without incurring any additional production costs. And I'm delighted to announce that Pearl Fisher and Lacrades by Bülow have won our first gold award of the day. Congratulations. Please join me, Jesper von Wieding from Pearl Fisher.
Okay.
Clive, over to you.
Hello, Jesper. Congratulations on our first gold of the day. I must admit, I have a sample of your wonderful product and beautiful packaging in front of me. It's a great story, and I was particularly interested in how the brand that was well known in Denmark was beginning to sort of perhaps fade slightly. What was the motivation to go to design and not go to the accountants or management consultants?
Well, I think the motivation is in the DNA of the founder, Johan Bülow himself. He is the motivation to all of us, and he has been the motivation and driver as well for us as a design agency to do what we've been doing. What we simply have been doing is just to bring the essence out and then protect the uniquenesses. Because the reality was that we were looking at a market where we suddenly became a copy of ourselves. And because everybody was copying licorice, so we needed to stand out and stand for what we are eventually, which is the icon brand. And Johan is the king of licorice in Denmark. And therefore it was just to bring back the status that he already had built it up over the years. That's so yeah, that's it.
That's fantastic. Do we have somebody from Pearl Fisher here, your design agency?
That's the.
That's
I think
Jesper.
That will be me.
Yeah, I got it.
But I'm on vacation. So I'm in Greece, in my house in Greece. Yeah.
Well, in that case, I'll ask you the second question very quickly. It was fantastic to see the use of sustainable materials, and that's a theme in many of our offerings here. And you know, was that the motivation of yourself? How was that shared with the client?
It's a big issue in Pearl Fisher in general. We have a very big focus on sustainability, but reusability and recyclability. And the choice of materials, obviously, we always try. But again, a motivation not only coming from us, but also from the founder, Johan Bülow, and his team behind, because it is not that simple just to change. So it's a driver from the client plus us, of course.
Well, congratulations on the sustainability challenge, but especially congratulations on your gold award and some very impressive figures. Well done.
Thank you a lot. Thank you a lot.
Lovely to meet you. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Jesper, thank you very much. Congratulations to the king of licorice and to Pearl Fisher. Clive, thank you. On to our next award. A holistic redesign of customer services has delivered a demonstrable impact for Tesco Bank, its employees and customers. Working with Modern Human, a 360-degree examination of the bank's customer services operation was undertaken, rethinking the physical environment, culture, and practices of its contact centre. By focusing on the needs of the frontline team, staff effectiveness has improved, service delivery has been enhanced, and it's positively impacted on the end customer. With spaces created for breaks and new shift patterns and daily rituals introduced, the effects of noise, stress, and cognitive load on the team have been addressed. Employees feel valued, re-energized, and able to tackle more complicated customer issues. And it's led to a happier customer and significantly fewer complaints. Tesco Bank and Modern Human have won a bronze award. Congratulations, well done to you all. Here's Amjad Razul, Head of Service Design from Tesco Bank, and Paul Jervis-Heath, Chief Creative Officer from Modern Human, to tell us a little more about their project.
Fiercely proud of this work. Its aim was to explore the role of human contact in our customer experience. For context, Tesco Bank has an ambition to be a digital-first bank. Digital first, however, doesn't mean digital only, and we recognise customers seek human intervention at key moments of their experience. And so we embarked on this piece of work to define the role human contact should play, the differentiated value it can add in a digital-first experience.
To start optimizing human contact, we really wanted to understand what customer service colleagues at Tesco Bank needed to make them most effective. We shadowed them at work, we witnessed customer calls, and used diary studies to get a full picture of their lives at work and beyond. We also conducted co-design workshops with customer service colleagues throughout to make them the architects of their own experience. Some of the most significant impacts were driven by us redesigning the physical environment within the contact centre to improve productivity and colleague well-being. The core was redesigning the contact centre floors as a series of neighbourhoods so that teams could work together more effectively. We introduced new break spaces. Great customer service is really hard work, so we wanted to help colleagues re-energise and support their productivity and well-being.
Good design creates impact, and our ambition was always to make the lives of our customers and colleagues better. Some of the results we have seen are an improvement in customer experience, a reduction in preventable complaint referrals, and a reduction in colleague error rate.
Great, thank you both. Tesco Bank and Modern Human, congratulations. Next up, Soapsmith's repositioning and rebrand. With a bold new look, the handcrafted soaps and body care business saw a 47% leap in Instagram followers and secured 86% more press coverage following its redesign. Working with Bulletproof in 2019 to grow awareness and reach of the brand, the design process identified the need to rationalise Soapsmith's product portfolio. This significantly improved production efficiencies, and a colourful new brand world spanning the identity, packaging and website was created. The premium design enabled a price increase of £2 on average per product and grew Soapsmith's physical UK stockists from 4 to 46, including Fortnum & Mason and Liberty. With sales up 75%, the business has taken on a second unit and recruited 3 new staff. Congratulations to Soapsmith and Bulletproof on your Gold Award. Please join us, Ella McKay from Bulletproof and Sam Jameson from Soapsmith.
We just gave the most amazing scream, right? We scared everyone everywhere.
Brilliant, congratulations. Sam and Ella, I'm going to pass you over to Clive. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, well done.
What the hell is going on?
What a fantastic result.
It's nuts.
We've been texting saying, oh, wouldn't it be amazing if we got silver? You know, that was...
Yeah, we were preparing for bronze.
Sam.
Yes.
Calm down. Tell us.
It's exciting. I can't help it.
Tell us how you did it. I mean, actually, I know we're not allowed to say this, but it is a gorgeous design. But what a bold decision for you to come and embrace design. How did that all work, Sam?
You know, it was a massive leap of faith. And when I met Bulletproof and I was speaking to them, and I was like, yes, you guys can have my baby that I've nurtured for years. I trust you guys. And I've never been in a position before to have a premium design house look at brand. And so it was a massive, massive leap of faith. And I was blown away by the designs. And it just literally uplifted what I created. And if it wasn't for Bulletproof, the business might not even be here, to be honest with you, because of what they did.
That is fantastic, Sam.
I owe them everything.
Ella, how did you go about? I mean, what a fantastic result, and what drove your design? What a great partnership you obviously had with Sam.
Yeah, you know, it's been an absolute dream to work with Sam, and it's so wonderful when clients obviously take that leap of faith and do something that's, you know, so kind of daring and disruptive, you know. But when we started the journey and we looked at the category, you know, we just felt that there was this great big sea of sameness that we felt like let's you know, properly challenge this market with something that's you know, really big. And also it was really important for us to make sure that what the products look like on the outside really reflected what's on the inside, because like you said, Clive, the products are just beautiful, and we now really believe that the brand is sort of holistically beautiful inside and out. So yeah, we're really delighted.
And well done, both of you, for actually raising the price as well. I mean, getting more value for the business. What a fantastic. I've just got to congratulate Sam. You can go and party now.
Thank you.
Brilliant results. Well done. Thank you so much. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well done.
Thank you.
Well done, Ella and Sam. Thank you for that. Clive, thank you. Great. On to our next award. It's great, isn't it, to see those sorts of successes. Now, next award, referrals to the Newcastle Carers charity soared 73% due to a powerful campaign by Sale Creative, which raised awareness among young carers of the supports they could access. In Newcastle alone, there were nearly 2,000 young adults aged 16 to 25 in what can be a lonely and exhausting unpaid carer's role. Many are unaware of the help they can access. Receiving nearly 2 million views across digital and printed billboards and generating significant media coverage, the We Care Too campaign successfully raised awareness. Built on the raw testimony of 12 young adults in caring roles, it has helped other young people recognise themselves as carers, signposting them to the charity's support service. Significantly, 3 years of funding from Children in Need was also secured as a result of the campaign, enabling the charity to provide further vital support to young adults. Congratulations, Sale Creative and Newcastle Carers, on your Bronze Award. Let's hear from Newcastle Carers Young Adult Carer Coordinator Claire Burston on the lasting legacy of the campaign.
The benefits of this work were outstanding and covered a multitude of positive outcomes. Firstly, empowering the young people involved in creating the design work. They were given a platform, an opportunity to have a voice, to share their experiences. This motivated them in other areas of their lives and showed them that they could overcome a range of barriers. The campaign helped to identify carers that otherwise wouldn't have known about the support available. Although yes, numbers are important and we received numerous new referrals, also it's good to think about how this changed people's lives on the ground. One young person identified as a direct result of her brother seeing one of the We Care Too billboards shared that she was on the verge of dropping out of college with no support in place. Yet she was able to access crucial information, advice and support, which allowed her to make some vital changes within her life and secure a place within university. On a wider scale, Newcastle Carers used the campaign to raise its profile and were able to work more closely in partnership with a range of professionals. Firstly, receiving increased numbers of referrals for young carers and young adult carers, but also securing future funding to continue our successful work. This has been particularly vital given the COVID-19 pandemic, as we've been able to offer support, information, advice, groups, activities, everything there for young people as and when they needed it before they reached a crisis, helping them to take a break from their caring role and find a balance within their lives.
Fantastic. So Claire, thank you very much for letting us in on that campaign, and congratulations once again to Sale Creative and Newcastle Carers. Isn't it great to see design coming into contact with some of our bigger societal challenges? Right, on to our next award. Through service, proposition and environment design, Lloyds Banking Group and M Worldwide have created a new financial services experience at Bank of Scotland's Argyle Street branch in Glasgow. The flagship's new inclusive space connects to local needs. Its scalable design has redefined the relevancy of Bank of Scotland's physical branches within the local community by demonstrating a stronger social purpose beyond transactional banking. The design footprint enhances colleagues' ability to quickly respond to inquiries, and it has encouraged longer visits and delivered time efficiencies. 100% of customers surveyed described the improved experience positively, and all newly refurbished Bank of Scotland branches will be modelled on the design. Congratulations, Lloyds Banking Group and M Worldwide, on your Gold Award. Please join me, Michael Heaney from M Worldwide. Mike, congratulations on your Gold Award. Clive, if I can call you up here as well.
Thank you very much. It's fantastic to be recognised like this.
Great. Sorry, technical issue there. Hello, Mike.
Hello, Clive. Clive, hi. Good to see you again.
I know very well how difficult it is to work for banks. and this is an amazing achievement. And this award, we cover so many ways of measuring success, but it's really interesting the ways that this project has been successful. And your report talks about community and staff. Talk a little bit about how you achieve that success in this design project, Mike.
Well, I mean, I was, obviously sort of thinking about this just this morning, getting ready to, just in case I was invited to talk about this. And, and I have to say that it's a really complex project. So, I mean, that's part of the thing we really like. We really appreciate having to be able to sort of struggle through these like really tough problems. But it's a large and complex project, but it's a large and complex business as well, and we couldn't have done it without a massive help from many parts of Lloyds Banking Group's organisation, the Bank of Scotland team up all around the sort of the regional area. They really got behind it, but beyond that you've got like a huge sort of support mechanism there, which is everybody sort of really tried to see what they could do to make a difference. And I think, and credit to Paula Roundtree, who ran the project, we had early on identified the fact that it was all about, sort of having to touch the community differently and really sort of reach out to them and get them to really sort of get involved in this space. And moving it from this like sort of what was a very heavy footfall transactional thing into this space where people wanted to stay was fundamental, really. And it's made a huge difference and a massive impact locally.
That's such great news. And as Deborah said in her introductory speech, we have to resurrect the high street. We have to keep it going, and banks have always been a big part of that. So listen, congratulations on a really visionary piece of design that has shown the way forward for branches. Keep them on the streets. Yeah, gold. You got a gold, Mike. Congratulations.
Absolutely
to you.
brilliant.
Well done, everyone at Lloyds Banking Group. Well done.
Yeah, I'm so pleased. Thank you, guys.
Pleasure, absolute pleasure. So congratulations, M Worldwide and that team at Lloyds Banking Group. For those of you who don't know, our trophies come in two halves because we appreciate that there is as much work that goes on in preparing the ground for projects like this as there is in actually delivering against these types of briefs. So collective effort by two sides, and we reward both sides for that effort. Congratulations. Now to something completely different. The Cadbury's Heroes Games Edition Sherrington elevated the brand's offer and grew sales 187%. Created by Design Bridge, the tin's distinctive design is far more than just about the chocolate. It justifies the price premium by incorporating a playable game within the lid, and by utilising off-the-shelf packaging and a standard manufacturing process, little additional investment was needed to deliver the tin's interactive experience. The real value was added through the design, which enabled a 35% increase in sale price. Despite only selling the Games Edition through one retailer, Mondelez International doubled its seasonal tins business for Cadbury Heroes on the previous year, winning them and Design Bridge a silver award. Congratulations. Now, on to our next winner. Recognizing the value of implementing a design-driven growth strategy, motorhome business Globe Traveller worked with Ergo Design on the interior and exterior styling of its Voyager X camper van. Focusing on function and aesthetics, the ergonomics, styling, and premium finish of the van has created a marked difference in experience for customers who find spending time in this camper van a pleasure. A record number of 25 Voyager X vehicles were sold during its launch week at the 2019 Düsseldorf Caravanning Show. This was twice as much as all other models sold in total the previous year. The new van design put the brand in the spotlight, helping Globe Traveller's audience reach through press and social media grow sharply from 100,000 to over 13 million. As a result of the new model's impressive sales, the company increased its production potential threefold and opened a second factory to meet demand. Globe Traveller and Ergo Design have won a bronze award today. Congratulations. Outshining competitors with a new modern design that's attracting a wider demographic to the canned food category, 320,000 extra shoppers consumed Prince's products after the reinvigoration of its identity and packaging. Working with brand Opus, Prince's distinctive new look and design system aid range navigation and act as a beacon on supermarket and cupboard shelves. The redesign has driven brand reappraisal. Shopper numbers have risen 2.2%, and Prince's have enjoyed an extra 3.4 million meal occasions than in the same period the previous year. Although a positive uplift was seen across canned foods during the pandemic, Prince's outpaced the category, growing brand value and penetration ahead of the competition. So it's a gold award. Congratulations. Let's hear from Prince's Alan Eriksson and brand Opus Near Verzigen.
I'm gonna eat a lot of peaches. Peaches come from a can. They were put there by a man in a factory downtown. And if I had my little way, I'd eat peaches.
Hello.
And welcome, Alan. Now, I don't know if your factory's downtown, as the music suggests. I'm going to pass you over to Clive. Congratulations from me.
Well done, Neil. Do we have Alan here as well?
Yep.
I am here. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
And we can see you. Is that a real piece of music? I was hoping.
Yes. I have to let you into a secret. We take great pleasure in finding the best stings to accompany these films.
It's pretty good. Well done. I've got my physical version of this as well. Not yet eaten, I'm sorry. So congratulations. I have to start with you, Alan. What a brave decision. Hey, I mean, this is a very traditional brand, isn't it? Fantastic presence of themselves. How did you take the plunge? That must have been a courageous moment.
It was probably the biggest relaunch project that we've ever done for the group, and a huge step change for the brand and also the business. It was a brand that's much loved by many consumers. It's bought by half of UK consumers. And we needed to change. We recognized that we needed to change, but we needed to change in a way that gave us very distinguishable features, but also keep and retain some of those cues, such as the color, the P, that our consumers recognize. And it's a real honor to actually get a gold, because it's been a huge project, a lot of hard work, over 200 products in our range. So yeah, it's really nice to see that work pay off.
Extraordinary. Thank you, Nia. Great to see you. Congratulations. A great design effectiveness win. Adam, what were the big challenges from your point of view? Such a traditional brand. Dangerous, hey?
Well, I think I think this is it, isn't it? Is that the brand has been unchanged for so long, and when you try and shift it forward and create a pace in the change, the task is always to get new people who forever look at Princess and say, "I'm not interested," to all of a sudden think, "Oh my God, I really should look at this." And it's a little shift in the mind that you need to create without creating any damage to existing users. And of course, the problem is always that we are all too close to it. The marketeers, the designers, everybody's too close to it, and you go, "Oh my God, it's too far. Nobody will ever recognize it." And you just have to work through the way the brain really works and what really is recognizable, and really work very closely with the clients, really tight research, make sure that we really understand the nuances to get to a place that we are comfortable, the client is comfortable, that this will create new users, and that was really the biggest task.
Well, that's fantastic bit of relationship management then.
Yeah,
always both of you, an incredible achievement. I'm looking forward to turning 3.4 million dining events into 3.4 million and one. I'm looking forward to that immensely. And congratulations on a goal. Really well done, both of you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Fantastic, Alan and Nir, thank you. Everyone at Brand Opus and Princes, enjoy your afternoon. So great to see that. Right, on to our next award. Giving players and fans a purpose to rally behind, Anadolu Efes Spor Kulübü's new identity was positioning, kicked off a true transformation for the Turkish basketball club. In the season following the rebrand by Brown & Co, the club's stadium attendance rates rose 120% and Instagram engagement grew 173%. The branding and its associated launch campaign were the catalysts in getting people to remember why the club is great. It galvanised a sense of pride and support, reigniting passion among fans and players. In the season after rebrand, ticket sales leapt 254%, and with potential sponsors seeing the club as a worthy investment, sponsorship partnerships doubled. Well done on your Bronze Award, Anadolu Efes and Brown & Co. Congratulations. Right, next one on the list. Before we move on to our next winner, let's hear a little from Nelly Veltman from B&B Studio on how communicating the effectiveness of their work has helped drive the growth of their business.
Awards aside, there is a host of ongoing benefits to having design effectiveness case studies, from being able to continuously demonstrate significant return on investment to team pride and confidence around the effectiveness of our work. I think the process of working on the case studies within B&B reinforces the importance of having early conversations with clients around what their business objectives are, what success really looks like and means to them. And then having a suite of final case studies is an amazing way of demonstrating our experience, creating confidence that we can help meet these objectives. They really help reinforce the fact that brand success matters to us too. And most importantly, that brave creativity really pays off.
Fantastic. Thank you, Nelly, for that great insight there from B&B Studio into the Value of Design Effectiveness Award win. And they've done it again with startup brand Kit & Kin. To reduce the environmental impact of disposable nappies, Kit & Kin launched a nappy made entirely from plant-based materials. To overcome eco-nappy's reputation of ineffectiveness, B&B's design builds on cues of communicating trust, safety and performance. It shifted parents' perceptions around eco-nappies and engaged consumers, helping Kit & Kin become one of the fastest growing brands in the market. Now distributed in 31 countries, the challenger brand has outpaced category growth by 250%, while commanding a 50% plus price premium over competitors. What's more, Kit & Kin's success has enabled it to purchase and protect over 800 acres of endangered rainforest, and along with B&B, they've scooped a silver award. Congratulations to you all. Now, staying in the world of babies, although birth rates have been steadily declining, Newbie UK sterilizer range outperformed a bold 20% growth target, increasing volume sales 47% in the year after its packaging redesign. Working with Decide, their design solution and clear graphic architecture provide cohesion across Newbie's range, delivering greater shelf presence, brand blocking and merchandising opportunities. With shoppers now more easily able to identify and compare products, Newbie has increased its share of sterilisers to become the second biggest player in the category. And in a shrinking market, the brand has maintained listings with its primary retailer Boots. Congratulations, Newbie UK and Decide, on your Bronze Award. Congratulations. Now on to Potts Partnership. More sustainable packaging for its stock range has been so successful, the business has grown from 10 to 25 staff. Engaged to deliver a design solution which would impact on plastic usage, This Way Up's redesign of Potts Stocks packaging was launched in 500ml standard drinks cans. The design solution emphasises the stock's taste credentials as well as the 100% recyclable drinks can format. By amplifying food value and recyclability, 250,000 cans were sold in the 12 months after launch. That's over 300% more than the number of stock pouches purchased the previous year. And it has saved 1.3 tonnes of plastic waste. Congratulations, Potts Partnership and This Way Up. It's a gold award for you. We'd like to speak to you. Please join me, Chris White from This Way Up.
Had a touch of me and you, up the heat but not too far. A little twist of ooh and a pinch of ooh la la. A little bit of this, I'm giving you the best of me. A little bit of that, I'm cooking up a recipe for love.
Fantastic. Christopher,
Hi.
good to see you. And over to Clive.
Christopher, hello. Well
Hi
done.
there, hi Clive.
Well done, both of you. An interesting brief, hey? And again, another drive to recycle and be more sustainable in packaging, but a very different type of packaging to the one we associate with stocks, things like that. Tell us a little bit about the challenges of designing in this new container.
Yeah, I mean, I'm here with Ian, who is head of Potts marketing and sales, and Ian,
you're very welcome.
Yeah, so no, the challenge, I mean, some fantastic challenges really. I mean, the main one, obviously, this category has seen some interesting growth from some big players, but in formats, pouches, fresh stocks, obviously, have seen some interesting growth, but putting it into a can, into a drinks can, the obvious challenge was really communicating that it was still part of that stocks portfolio. Still a product which was going to work within this space, but the recyclable component of it really just needed to be communicated, and obviously the flavor was still fantastic. So these were sort of some of the challenges, but the format hopefully has really been one of the factors which has driven the impact and the visibility on shelf.
Absolutely. Ian, what was going through your mind as you approached creating the design brief and choosing design agency, or had you worked together before?
We had worked together before on other products, and you know we'd had a revamp a few years prior that Chris and the team had done, which was fantastic. We had a fascination with the craft brewery market and kind of the success of that, and we thought, well, you know, we'll see if we can do something here, and it seems to have done pretty well.
No, absolutely fantastic, fantastic results you've achieved in such a short amount of time. Where next for Potts? What's your ambition?
Well, I can say that this is not the only can that we're working on. So keep your eyes peeled. Look out in Tesco stores in the next few weeks, and you might see something interesting.
Yeah,
fantastic. Well, we hope this is a continuation of a beautiful relationship between your designers and the business. So well done. Congratulations.
Thank you for the award.
Thank you. Really excited.
Celebrate.
Chris and Ian, thank you very much. Clive, thank you. Now, before we head on to our next award, Paul Taylor, Chief Creative Officer and founding partner of Brand Opus, is going to give us the inside track on how they fine-tuned their approach and internal practices around design effectiveness over the years. Over to Paul.
The DBA Design Effectiveness Awards have played a crucial role in measuring and celebrating the success of our approach to branding and design. Over the past few years, we've fine-tuned our approach and internal practices around effectiveness. We've learnt that collaboration is key from the get-go. Getting buy-in from the team and our partners at the beginning of the relationship means they feel invested throughout the entire process. We've witnessed the importance and pride of winning a Design Effectiveness Award elevate over the years, with clients recognising the true value and benefit of entering. It's never too early to start planning for entries, and it's important to map out performance check-ins regularly. Getting supporting data from clients isn't always easy. Every client has different internal processes and policies, so we've learnt to allow plenty of time. Our work is never just about the aesthetics or what is the latest zeitgeist. It's about making a meaningful difference long term. The awards have highlighted and reaffirmed the importance of retaining a relationship with our clients beyond just the period of the project. Whether that's understanding brand performance or market changes, having a continuous connection with our partners is integral to maintaining longevity of the brand.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, Paul. Some great tips there for those of you that are looking to get involved in the awards in the future. How to cultivate those relationships, and we've heard it, haven't we, across the interviews that we've already had, is critically important. Right, in a category declining by 1.9%, Rustlers achieved volume and value sales increased over 15% per buyer after launching a new visual identity and pack design. With its fist bump icon, the memorable design by Brand Opus has helped drive equity. Rustlers have been able to decrease its reliance on promos, with more people buying its products at full price since the launch of the new design. Now appealing to a wider audience, the brand has seen a 24% increase in sales from middle families and a 10% increase in pre-family sales. The design has also opened up innovation opportunities across products, occasions, and formats. Congratulations on your Silver Award, Brand Opus and Rustlers. Now, using design to powerfully tell its message, Tread Softly resonated with consumers to become Australia's fastest growing lighter alcohol brand. Fourth Wave Wine worked with Denomination to develop the strategic vision, name, identity, and packaging for its new wine brand, Tread Softly. By communicating the wine's better for you and sustainability credentials, the eye-catching design has connected with the business's existing customers and attracted a new generation of healthy and environmentally conscious drinkers. With no other marketing undertaken, year one sales forecasts were smashed by 515%. Within 18 months, Tread Softly secured distribution in 2,500 stores and exports to New Zealand, Canada, and Europe. Delivering on the brand promise to replant a tree for every case of wine sold, 125,000 trees have been planted. It's a gold award for Fourth Wave Wine and Denomination. We'd like to have a chat with you about your case study, so please join me, Margaret Noland and Rowena Curlis from Denomination. Great, fantastic. Margaret, Rowena, congratulations. I'm going to hand you straight over to Clive.
Thank you so much.
Oh, you're there. Terrific. I was getting worried. Hello, Margaret.
Well, in Australia, that's why it's taken so long.
Yes, it's a long way. You're absolutely right. And thank you, Amy, for the music. You're on fire today. And hello, Rowena. Thank you so much for joining us. This was the one product that the DBA weren't able to supply me with, but I will give my address afterwards. If you wish to send it, that will be very welcome. I think this is a wonderful story and a very deserved gold. This is a very strategic approach, isn't it, from the product and your whole approach. Perhaps you could just tell us a little bit about how the design and the strategy work together on this product.
Oh, well, I think that the key thing about it is our client had a real vision for producing a naturally lower in alcohol wine. And so the wine style began as being something that he saw as being very soft, much lighter in style. And then from there, we sort of then developed this idea that the brand could also be an environmentally conscious brand as well. So it was really an idea that developed from the wine style, and Ro was the genius who actually came up with the idea of actually making it a much more environmental platform to put the brand on. but it just really resonated with everybody at a time where there was lots of loud yelling and shouting from the wine shelf, and this very, very pared back and quite sort of softly spoken brand just really, really appealed to people.
Fantastic. Well, the judges were obviously very impressed, and I know we were impressed with also the point of sale work and everything you've done around this. Rowena, congratulations on having a brilliant idea to make it a sustainable wine as well.
Yeah, look, it's been a really fantastic journey. I think, you know, it started off, obviously we had this idea of the wine style, but also our client wanted, you know, a next gen wine. So, you know, what was the wine for the next generation? And we worked out those values and obviously designed around that. And it's been really interesting that the knock-on effects on our own business to become more sustainable as a result of doing this project has been really significant. So, you know, even within denomination, we're now climate neutral, and we're going through a whole process of upping our sustainability advice to clients. And I think it all started with Tread Softly, so it's had a knock-on effect beyond the original project.
That's an absolutely fabulous story, even better than the story that we had to give you a gold. Listen, thank you so much for joining us, and really a huge congratulations for a fantastic gold award. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you.
Thank
you.
Whatever it is now.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Great. So next up, driving brand recognition and findability at shelf, an impactful new master brand and pack design reversed white cheese brand Apatina's fortunes. Revenue growth leapt when the new design hit the shelves, and it took just over 2 weeks to return the design investment. Bulletproof's design gets back to the brand's roots and has created harmony across Apatina's 30 SKUs, aiding range navigation and providing maximum shelf standout. With stronger brand presence, Apatina's volume growth overtook its previous global sales, rising 11% across all 6 of its core markets. Congratulations, Arla and Bulletproof, on your Bronze Award. Congratulations. Now, transforming underutilized corporate canteens into buzzing spaces to eat, meet, work, and relax, Sodexo's new Modern Recipe brand improved a resounding commercial success, increasing dining rates by 45% and revenue 60% at one site alone. Working with agency Without in 2017 to revamp its contract catering brand, the whole brand experience was considered, from the name, identity and packaging, to the interior design for the canteens, to service style, signage and marketing. Even the new healthier menu is an output of the brand's strategy. Modern Recipe stands out as a credible foodie brand in a highly commoditized sector, and within 2.5 years, and before the pandemic, the concept was deployed at sites across 9 countries. Increasing turnover, transaction value and margins across those sites, the brand helped secure millions in new and retained business for Sodexo. And along with Without, they've won a gold award. Congratulations. We'd love to find out more. Come and join me for a chat. Rowley Grant and Philip Coe from Without and Adrian Evans from Sodexo.
In touch with the ground, I'm on the hunt, I'm after you. Smell like a sound, I'm lost in a crowd, and I'm hungry like the wolf. Straddle the line.
Great. Philip and Adrian, I can see you both there. Is Rowley with us this afternoon?
Do you want to be in this? Yeah.
Oh, he's there. Hi. I said you were going to be joining us, so if you're there, that's great. Pull up a chair. Great. Over to you, Clive.
Fantastic. Adrian, congratulations, a gold award. These kind of projects are difficult, aren't they? And it was, of course, before COVID. So congratulations on getting this project done then. But talk to us about some of the challenges and what was your brief like to your design partners on this? What were you hoping to achieve?
So the brief was to actually be really different, and that's actually the reason that we chose to work without. I think the guys did an amazing job. You can see from the stats that you've run through, it's actually gone further than we expected to do, and it's scaled, which is so important for us. The key KPIs for us within our industry, you've mentioned some of them there, but the engagement of our teams and our clients, they just love the concept. And I think, you know, we absolutely couldn't have done this thinking the way that we used to think within corporate catering. So these guys have done an amazing job. I could not say anything better about them. They're great to work with.
Fantastic. Well, let's talk to Philip and Roni. Well done. Not only have you got a gold, you've got a very happy client. As you go through these kind of projects, when do you know that you're really getting it right?
So for us, this happened really early on, and I think it's all credit to Adrian and the team, how brave they were in commissioning an agency like us. So Sodexo, most of you will come into contact with them almost every day. They are an absolutely massive business. And those kind of businesses don't normally work with boutique agencies like us. But I think Adrian and the team saw something in us that was, these guys understand hospitality at a consumer level. And that was a bit of a game changer for Sodexo, who traditionally been a very B2B kind of language. So we brought all our experience from working with brands like Caravan and Oaxaca to the mix here. And it just created a really great atmosphere from day one.
That's fantastic. And I think, again, it's another great project that has a different set of metrics, including, as you say, that human satisfaction. People like this and they keep using it. Congratulations to you both. We've got to keep moving swiftly along, but well done. Go and celebrate your gold award.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations. Well done. So on to our next award. Thank you very much for joining us. Kirkstall Brewery's distinctive new design by WPA Pinfold enabled it to grow sales volumes and fill brewing capacity at its new premises. Having relocated in 2016, the brewery needed to meet its significantly increased production capacity. In repositioning the brand, a strategic switch from bottles to cans was recommended to move Kirkstall into the growing packaged beer market, and a unique new brand look and feel was created. In a market where many small breweries have to sell at low prices to drive interest, Kirkstall's new design enhances value perception, enabling it to maintain its premium pricing and positioning. Highly visible in store and at bar, volume sales leapt in both on-trade and off-trade following the redesign. In less than 3 years, the brewery was able to fill its expanded production capacity, and Kirkstall Brewery and WPA Pinfold have won a silver award. Congratulations. Right, in 2019, the gin category was booming, probably propped up by me, but delisted by its only national retailer, Brewdog's gin brand Lone Wolf was struggling. Working with Love, a comprehensive redesign was undertaken, targeting 50% distribution increases, 30% volume growth, and a 20% reduction in costs. With its bold new look, Lone Wolf's retail listings soared 500%. Not only was it relisted by Tesco, new partnerships with Asda, Waitrose, Morrisons, Co-op and Sainsbury's were also secured. Volume sales increased 185%, and changes to the packaging materials reduced the cost of goods by 44%, enabling a price reduction. This unlocked a strategic opportunity for Brewdog Distilling Company to launch a more premium gin, sitting above Lone Wolf in price point, and I'm delighted to announce that along with Love, they've won a gold award. Now, while we're waiting for them to come and join me, let's take a deeper look at Lone Wolf's success. Brilliant. Welcome Trevor Cairns and Kate English from Love. Great. Kate and Trevor, congratulations. Worthy win there. Clive, over to you.
Hello, Kate. Hello, Trevor. Well done.
Hi.
It's a busy old shelf, the gin shelf, isn't it? And I'm delighted to say, by the way, thank you very much, DBA. Again, I do have my bottle here still open, but I'm looking forward
still
to
full? Yeah.
Celebrating this evening. Just wanted to check you got a gold. So a challenging brief, as you say, it was not doing so well. You got called in. What was the brief you were given, and what was your first thought about how you're going to approach this?
Yeah, I mean, the brief was essentially revive a product, and we thought that, you know, effectively the category doesn't need another story about botanicals, and the strategy was effectively there when you're called Lone Wolf. You know, bring through something with bite and attitude, and we're really all about kind of bold, ambitious design. So that's what we did. You know, the strategy was already written, and it was simply a bring that personality of the wolf and give it some bite on the label design.
Fantastic. Okay, I noticed you used the Illustrator BioWorks. That was really interesting to go out and find something. You know, were you testing lots of different things? And when did the client believe that you got it right?
I think we picked BioWorks. We went with this. We had a very specific style in mind that we wanted, really drawing inspiration from the world of tattoos, and that kind of the attitude that comes with that world is something we really wanted to replicate on pack. It's an attitude that sits very well with the Brewdog kind of master brand, obviously personality, in something which we wanted to evolve and refine for the spirits portfolio. So BioWorks style and treatment just really delivered the impact and style that we were looking for. And I think it was a really flexible design system as well. And his approach was really good at adapting and tailoring so that we could evolve the portfolio to bring in new variants through really simple kind of colorway changes. So it was, he just had a really great style that we thought delivered the attitude and the flexibility that we were looking for.
Well, that's a fantastic collaboration between illustrator, designer, and brand, and beautifully managed, beautifully architected as well. So congratulations on a fantastic gold award to you both.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Enjoy the gin.
Yes. Thank you very much.
I'll be round later, Clive.
Okay, no worries.
Great. Trevor and Kate, thank you very much. Clive, thank you. Now, on to our next award. This product defined a new premium segment in mass market air care. And I haven't dropped my H's there, air care. Reckitt worked with DCA to shake up the middle ground in home fragrance with a brand new vaporizer aimed at attracting young buyers. Priced at £10 per unit as opposed to £5 category average, Essential Mist justifies its price premium with a sleek, easy-to-use design. Since its 2018 launch, household penetration has grown every year and it has turned over £100 million in revenue. 30% of spend is coming from under 34-year-olds compared to 26% for Airwick as a whole. 80% of consumers surveyed were happy to showcase the product, and Essential Mist is more widely used around the home. Congratulations, Reckitt and DCA, on your Silver Award. Congratulations. Next up, the striking packaging for premium gin, Lind and Lime grew the brand's reputation and created brand appeal. The new pack, designed by Contagious, resonated with consumers and stood out in the market, meaning the Portofleet gin surpassed its 3-year sales targets in only 14 months. Within 2 years, Lind and Lime became bestseller in John Lewis and was trading in 11 international markets. That meant that gross profit grew to cover company overheads 17 months ahead of expectations, and it's now contributing towards the construction of a whisky distillery, realising Portofleet's long-term goal of entering the whisky market. And it's won them and Contagious a silver award. Congratulations, fantastic work. Now, in a tough launch year disrupted by the pandemic, Oxfam's first superstore raised vital funds for the charity by attracting visitors and convincing them to spend more. The supersized store format, designed by One Fine Day Design, delivers a rewarding and convenient experience for consumers. Even at 12 times the size of a standard Oxfam store, it's easier to shop and to manage. Average transaction value is more than 2.5 times that of benchmark stores, and 3 times as many people have volunteered. Aiming to be Oxfam's best performing store by the end of its 3rd year of trading, sales reached 2/3 of that forecast in the first year alone, despite only being open for 9 months due to lockdowns. Congratulations on your Bronze Award, Oxfam and One Fine Day Design. Let's take a browse.
When Oxfam asked us to create its first ever superstore, they had one big question front of mind. How can we use this opportunity to get more with less? More donations, more volunteers, and more income from more products, all within a tight budget and from a low-rent business park location with reduced opening hours. The answer lies in a flexible new format that brings people together around Oxfam's vital work and constantly reminds them of the difference they can make by shopping, donating, or volunteering. Designed to meet the needs of donors, volunteers, and 3 types of shopper, thrifters, treasure hunters, and ethically minded, it's a vibrant destination that's already making an impact. Sales are tracking the business plan and outperforming competitor and benchmark stores, and that's despite lockdown restrictions on retail in its first year. Shoppers are spending 2.5 times more transaction compared to benchmark stores. People are donating more, 86,000 bags since the store opened, and more people are volunteering, 3 times as many compared to a standard Oxfam store. Crucially, the store is actively helping its community with a series of events in partnership with various local groups. For example, Oxfam's Future Skill programme, hosted by the store, has helped 29 local women take vital first steps towards employment. The final word? Let's leave it to our client.
Great project, and good, isn't it, to see these projects that have such a big impact at a community level. Now, bringing a taste of the North to every table, Henderson's Relish reached 1,000 distribution points outside of its heartland with a new brand positioning and design by Springett's. The table sauce and ingredient is much loved in Sheffield, but with limited reach beyond South Yorkshire, its objective was to become a national brand in 2021. Designed to appeal nationally as well as to local fans, Henderson's bold new look has captured attention. Retailers, including Morrison's and Sainsbury's, were persuaded by the design to provide distribution, enabling the brand to compete nationally in 2020, a year ahead of plan. In the year after redesign, Henderson's achieved 42% volume growth compared to 12% the previous year and outperformed the category, which grew 11%. It's a silver award for Henderson's Relish and Springett's. Congratulations. Now we stay in Yorkshire. Whitby Seafoods added £8 million in sales growth with a distinctive new identity and packaging solution by Brand Opus, which has driven up value perception. Having seen its performance stall, in 2019 the family-run business targeted 20% value and volume sales growth through a new design. Utilising sea iconography and incorporating a flag device to aid brand recognition, the design is easier to navigate at shelf and enables future portfolio diversification. Penetration has soared over 40% with nearly 1 million new shoppers gained. And smashing its targets, Whitby Seafood has seen enormous growth of over 45% in value and 52% in volume. What's more, the sustainable new pack design uses 85% less plastic. We're going to hear from Whitby Seafoods and Brand Opus now, because I'm happy to say it's a gold award. Please join me, Paul Taylor from Brand Opus and Sophie Bogson from Whitby Seafoods.
Under the sea, Nobody beat us, fry us, and eat us in fricassee. We want the land folks lunch to cook. Under the sea, we have to hook up. We got no trouble.
Paul and Sophie, massive congratulations. I'm going to hand you straight over to Clive.
Oh, Sophie, congratulations. What a fantastic story. A small family business by all accounts. My wife's from Whitby. She's delighted. We now have a freezer full of your stuff.
That's good to hear.
Had you worked with Paul before, or was this a new direction for you?
So it was a new direction for Whitby Seafoods. I have actually historically worked with Brand Opus, a business that also specialises in frozen food. So I had some experience of Brand Opus, and I absolutely loved working with the agency. So very keen once I joined Whitby Seafood to bring them on board.
Fantastic. Well done. Very good choice, clearly. Paul, a very traditional place, a very traditional message. So what was your approach, and how did Sophie and the business know when things were when you showed your designs that this was the right one for them?
Well, I also have a personal connection with Whitby, having had many family holidays there in a caravan on the cliff. I think what we identified is that the brand had sort of reached a point where it had stalled. It was quite a singular kind of design, and really the identity and the brand didn't have the ability to be able to flex across multiple ranges and help the guys at Whitby realise their ambitions to grow and innovate the brand.
Fantastic. Sounds like a terrific partnership. Well done, Sophie, for bringing the designers in, and well done, Paul, for knocking it out of the park. Great result. Congratulations on your goal.
Congratulations. Well done.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Great. Now on to our next award. Now this is a different one. Digital platform DigiBeat became the primary paediatric diabetes resource signposted on nhs.uk following its design development. And it's saving the NHS nearly £500,000 per year by reducing the need for clinical contact. Age appropriate and easy to use, DigiBeat empowers children with type 1 diabetes and their families. Designed by HMA, the engaging web platform and accompanying app deliver a seamless user experience. By supporting patients and families, the digital training and self-management resource has reduced their need to contact the clinical team for non-emergencies. 90,000 unique users have engaged with over 3,000 hours of educational video content since its 2017 launch, and it's been onboarded by 93% of paediatric diabetes clinics in England and Wales. Congratulations, DigiBeat and HMA, on your Silver Award. Congratulations. DigiBeat has proved especially useful for supporting patients remotely during the pandemic. Let's hear more about the development and impact on the digital platform.
During lockdown, it's been hard to find other children my own age that have type 1 diabetes, so I've been using DigiBeat to watch videos about other children that have type 1 diabetes.
For the 35,000 children and young people in the UK living with type 1 diabetes, learning about the condition and how to manage it can be a frightening experience. And the impact of diagnosis spreads much wider than just the patient. It affects a child's whole care network, who all of a sudden need to learn how to manage this condition. When the founders of DigiBeat left the hospital after the diagnosis of their son, they felt overwhelmed with the amount of information they'd received, so they set out to create DigiBeat, an NHS-approved resource for families to access videos and educational resources about the condition. Creating an engaging user experience was absolutely key to this project, so we worked closely with children and young people to understand how they might interact with a platform like this, and they also helped co-design some of the user interfaces too. DigiBeat has been really well received within the Type 1 community and has gained such significant traction since launch that the app has now been commissioned centrally by the NHS and rolled out to over 90% of all paediatric diabetes clinics in England and Wales, ensuring all children and young people with Type 1 have free access to this invaluable resource.
We found it really helpful to use DigiBeat as a way of getting more information about Type 1. When you first come out of hospital, you have lots and lots of questions about all different things, from sick days to what am I going to do, she has a hypo. And it's been really interesting watching other people's experiences and also getting some handy tips of how to handle different things as well through this experience.
Fantastic. Well done, HMA and DigiBeat, on your silver award. Now, affirming the brand as a healthier snacking choice, Skips redesign brought it to the attention of a new adult audience. In the 2 years after relaunch, sales leapt nearly 40% compared to 7.7% across the bagged snacks category. By communicating taste and flavour, balanced with a highly visible health message, the new design has recalibrated Skips' consumer base and future-proofed the brand. Creating single, multi-pack and back-of-pack designs for all SKUs, as well as redesigning the identity, This Way Up and KP Snacks built on existing assets to retain Skip's fun nature. Targeting 10% growth within 2 years, sales increased over 19% in 2019 post-redesign and rose a further 17% in its second year, with a 7% jump in distribution also achieved. It is a Silver Award for KP Snacks and This Way Up. Congratulations. Now we've reached our final winner of the afternoon ahead of the Grand Prix announcement. Cafe Direct's bold new identity and pack design are enabling the brand to live up to its sky-high ethics, increasing the money going back to growers by 27%. Working with family and friends to reframe Cafe Direct in the eyes of consumers, the business's new branding and packaging have established it as a premium, modern brand and delivered exponential sales growth. Targeting 50% growth within 5 years, in less than 2.5 years, Cafe Direct grew 53% from £7 to £11 million. Crucially, this enabled the business to increase its impact contributions by almost £250,000 in 2 years, transforming farmers' livelihoods. I'm delighted to tell you that Cafe Direct and Family and Friends have picked up a Gold Award. They're joining me now to tell us a bit more. Hello, Derek Johnson from Family and Friends and John Steele from Cafe Direct.
Wake me up before you go. Don't leave me hanging on like a yo-yo. Wake me up before you go. I don't wanna miss it when you hit that high. Wake me up before you go. 'Cause I'm not playing.
Oh, I could have carried on dancing to that one. Guys and gals, congratulations on your Gold Award. Derek, I see you've got some of the team there with you. And John, congratulations. I'm going to hand you straight over to Clive.
Congratulations to you both. John, fantastic achievement. Now, this is very interesting, isn't it? Ethics and sustainability have been themes in consumers and themes in these awards. And yet ethics was perhaps now the new norm. When did you think that design might be the way forward to redress that?
Oh, we're just a bit overwhelmed, Clive. Hang on a second. I think, you know,
take a moment.
hang on. I mean, Cafe Direct has been doing ethics since it started 30 years ago, and I think it's had a history of getting design wrong. So it was quite a big deal to do it again. And I think it is testament to an amazing relationship and some fabulous people, both client side and with Derek and Alex and the team, to have achieved so much so quickly.
So what do you think is the power of design in this product, John?
Well, I mean, I've always believed since I started work that design is an undervalued skill and that it can make a phenomenal difference. I think the work that's been done here has just brought to life the dynamic, courageous nature of a business that wants to do things better and differently because it's the right thing to do. And I think that's a wonderful thing to see.
Brilliant, fantastic. Derek, well done. And your team there, you rose to the challenge. They'd had unsuccessful design before. How did you make them successful this time?
Well, I think really down to the strength of relationship, as John said. We've been working with Cafe Direct for a number of years now, and it was our ambition right from the very start to form a really strong, proper partnership. You know, we work seamlessly with the team across both ourselves and Cafe Direct, And I think, you know, we're a team that's kind of not afraid to kind of like take a good hard long look at what we've been doing and see whether it's right. And I think there's been some good constant improvement on the brand over the course of the last few years as well. So it's not, you know, what you see on the shelf isn't a standstill thing. It's kind of an ever evolving process of improving design and impact.
Well, congratulations to you both. It's absolutely fantastic that you managed to
Thank you very much. Yeah,
brilliant achievement. Well done. Thank you very much.
Congratulations. Well done. Great. John, Derek and the team, thank you very much for joining us. And huge thanks to everyone who's taken part this afternoon, and to you, Clive. If you can just switch your camera on, for joining us today and for all of that expertise in chairing the judging and in questioning our lucky Gold Award winners this afternoon. Thank you so much.
Been amazing. Thanks to everyone and the judging.
Thank you.
Amazing, yeah.
Now that brings us to the end of our bronze, silver and gold awards. Such impressive and wide-ranging results achieved by the winners through design. Congratulations to you all on your impactful collaborations. And once again, thank you to our judges who put so much work into this process. The rigorous debate and deliberation that you put into appraising the entries and the depth of experience and expertise that you bring to the judging table make the DBA Design Effectiveness Awards tough to win, but truly rewarding when you do. Now we come to our final award of the day, the Grand Prix. Each year, a special panel of judges consisting of CEOs of globally renowned businesses have the challenge of choosing the most exceptional entry from amongst the Gold Awards to receive the prestigious DBA Design Effectiveness Award Grand Prix. But how to choose one from such a palette of excellence? The debate was passionate and rigorous, with a menu of choices for the judges that offered impressive impact in every case. There has never been a better time to celebrate and shout to the rooftops that design is not an add-on, that design at the core of strategic thinking and delivered with intent gets delicious results. And as we begin to look ahead optimistically to a return of many of the elements of life and work that we've been missing out on, this year's winner feels particularly apt. Reshaping a business, the buzzing spaces, the food proposition created were a recipe for success, and I'm delighted to announce that the 2021 DBA Design Effectiveness Grand Prix goes to Sodexo and Without for their solution to corporate canteens' modern recipe. Congratulations, please join me again, Rowley Grant, Philip Coe from Without and Adrian Evans from Sodexo. Adrian, fantastic news, and the team at Without, fantastic news for you. A really impressive case study. I have to say the judges were completely blown away. Adrian, I wanted to pick up on something that you said earlier. Sodexo, as we know, is a very big company. How do you get a company of that scale to really take on the potential that design can have, the impact that it can have within an organisation like that, if it's not something it's used to been doing?
I think you hit on a really good point. I think, you know, we use the analogy sometimes it's like moving a big oil tanker. And sometimes you have to have different thinking to do that. So we were really fortunate. We've got a couple of CEOs that really believed that we needed to make a change in this space and really believed in us when we started to look of partners to work with. And again, Without have been amazing. I cannot say enough about their support in bringing the proposition to life, but also supporting us then as we launched and went into a couple of the locations. These guys have done an amazing job. And again, kudos to you, Rowley. Well done. Fantastic. It's been amazing for us as a business. So thanks very much for everything that you've done. This is a great day for us.
That's very kind of you.
And Rowley, if I can come to you, again, working with a major company like Sodexo, it's not something I think that you'd said you'd done before. The project was really broad in its reach. How did you go about just coordinating something of that scale for a company of that scale?
So a couple of people have picked up on this in their Gold Awards statements, and it's about ideas. So once you get that idea and you work with a client who enables you to be brave, everything else can follow. If you try and design a sign from scratch without a good idea, or try and design a website from scratch without a good idea, we're in the ether there. We're just pulling nice fonts and nice colors. It's all about that compelling idea. And it was as a team, our decision to break out of this B2B language that is so familiar in this space and say what works on the high street, what's exciting on the high street, because this is why people weren't using the canteens. They were going out to great specialty coffee places or great sandwich bars. So bringing that kind of confidence into this kind of organization is the key to the project. And once you've got that stuff working, happy days. You can roll the stuff out with speed and confidence.
And I mean, it was such a landmark change for the business. I mean, Adrian or Roly, how did you go about selling this in? I mean, this is a big change for a company like this. Presumably it had to go up, I don't know, a couple of layers. How did you do that?
I think, the work that was done, there was a process that we went through. And again, even from first pitch, people were believing from a senior level, believed in the proposition. But again, these things are a journey. There's a lot of work, collaboration sessions that you go through to get to a point where you're ready to deploy. And I think once we'd deployed in one location, it was really easy to be able to show the business that we needed to then scale and deploy in other countries even. So it's great to see it go into different territories as well from a core team. And again, we did work very agile. We had a very small team that worked on this with a small window of opportunity to land and deploy the first site. But once we'd got the first site deployed, it was very easy for people to see the benefits of the proposition. And again, these guys have done a great job for us.
Fantastic. Congratulations to all of you and to all of those people behind the scenes who we know can't be here today, but were part of that success. Now, we felt that everyone should benefit from seeing a little more about this project. One picture on a slide doesn't do it justice. So join us for this short film that will take you through the extent of what this project covered.
As a studio, we emphasise clients' difference. So when Sodexo asked us to rebrand their food offer, we saw an opportunity to turn corporate catering on its head. The original brief to create a B2B brand didn't address why staff canteens were failing. There were better options outside the office. We needed a brand that spoke not to Sodexo's corporate clients, but to the end customers instead. First, we ditched formal meal times and themed food, the dreaded Mexican Tuesdays, in favour of an all-day offer. Secondly, we created generous, experiential branding. Less logos and slogans, more materials and thoughtful details. This principle helped unlock original behaviour. From marketing that emphasised tasty, creative food and drink, to the design of relaxed, multi-purpose environments, and intelligent sales tools that drew links between food and environment and well-being and productivity. Modern Recipe is a simple brand based on food people want to eat in spaces they want to be. It works because hospitality, in whatever form, is about people.
Fantastic. And that brings us to the end of today's ceremony. Thank you for joining us to celebrate such a stunningly effective range of work. I hope it's got you fired up thinking about the projects to enter later this year. Thank you, Clive, for joining me today and for chairing the judging panels as they deliberated and debated their decisions. Thank you so much. Now, a final word must go to our winners. Bronze, silver, gold, Grand Prix. Congratulations to you all. In evidencing the value of design in its many guises, you've equipped us with powerful stories to take to business and government. Your case studies are proof of the essential role design can play in helping solve the economic, societal and environmental challenges of today. And they show us how we can create a better future through design. So, Raise your glasses, enjoy your celebrations in whatever form they take today. Here's to you, to your wins, and to design. Until next time, thank you very much.